Hello, Kentucky. Mark Pope and his team are continuing to rebuild Kentucky basketball, and despite a draft loss, have you seen it? Subscribe to the channel to receive more news about the Wildcats. The program continues with a well-defined strategy to keep the Wildcats competitive. Elijah Arenas, son of former NBA player Gilbert Arenas, has opted for the USC Trojans, ending hopes of seeing him in Lexington in the 2025 class. While his decision may seem like a disappointment to some fans, it reflects a bigger picture. Pope's plan for the Wildcats is far from being defined solely by traditional recruiting. Arenas, who made a splash on the national stage by being selected as a McDonald's All-American and quickly rising in the recruiting rankings, announced his commitment unexpectedly on his father's podcast, taking many analysts by surprise. Kentucky was among the finalists, along with Louisville, Arizona, and Kansas, but the lack of an official visit to Lexington indicated that the connection between player and program was not as strong as it could have been. Still, the reality is that Mark Pope and his staff are not simply relying on one or two big names from high school to shape the team's future. Traditional recruiting remains a cornerstone of the Wildcats' success, but the real difference lies in their aggressive approach to the transfer portal. Pope has already demonstrated that he knows how to work that market effectively, and the upcoming full offseason will be his first real opportunity to mold the roster with his tactical and philosophical identity. Even without Elijah Arenas and after the loss of Caleb Wilson, Kentucky still has Nate Ament on its radar as a top target to round out the 2025 class. Ament, an extremely versatile power forward, can fill important holes in Pope's scheme, and his potential arrival would be a direct response to Arenas' departure from the prospect list. If Ament doesn't come, the focus should shift entirely to signing in the portal, where Pope can find experienced players ready to make an immediate impact. The main advantage of this roster-building model is clear. Unlike programs that rely entirely on freshmen to deliver immediate results, Kentucky has the luxury of balancing youth with experience. This approach is something teams like Kansas and UConn have mastered in recent years, and if Pope can execute his strategy well, the Wildcats could become an even more dangerous force in future cycles. Fans may mourn the loss of a talent like Arenas, but the truth is that recruiting season is far from over. Mark Pope's real work is just beginning, and what lies ahead promises to be far more impactful than a single lost commitment. Kentucky still has the right pieces to stay on top, and with a full offseason ahead, the path to success lies more in what can be done in the portal than in what could have been done in high school recruiting. What do you think? Let us know in the comments.